Good afternoon from the Recplex in West Des Moines. It is the quarterfinals of the junior varsity tournament, season tournament here, the 50th season, the Midwest High School Hockey League. It's the number 1 seed, the Junior Stars, taking on the 8 seed, the Saints from Dubuque. Dubuque comes into this one with a regular season record in junior varsity of 18, 13, and 1. The last time these two teams met was early January at Dubuque, Saturday and Sunday games, and Lincoln got the win in both of those games. On Saturday the 3rd, it was a 6-5 win, and then on Sunday it was 3-2, the final. So, good games with this team. Any of these teams here in the final 8 that made the tournament here, anybody can beat anybody. That's really the consensus. Case in point, there's a nail biter on the other sheet of ice right now. The number 2 seed, the Des Moines Capitals, in a dogfight with the Kansas City Jets. That's a 2-7 matchup happening right now in the quarterfinals. Earlier in quarterfinals, this is the last game of the quarterfinals here. Earlier in action, it was Ames getting the win, the 5 seed, over Fremont. So the Warbirds are out. Ames moves on. They move into a game tomorrow morning to face the winner of this one. The other quarterfinal game that happened, that wrapped up, Des Moines, the Oak Leafs, the 3 seed, defeated Omaha 1-0. So Omaha goes home. The Oak Leafs will play the winner of the Des Moines Capitals and Kansas City Jets game, which is happening right now. In progress, I think approaching the second intermission. The Caps lead that one 4-3. In net for Lincoln today is going to be August Howard. Augie, undefeated on the season, as him and Fish have split time in net. We'll get the rest of the announcements, rest of the rosters as we go, but we'll turn it over to the public address announcer.
The Dubuque Saints versus the home team in the top seed in the junior varsity tournament, the Lincoln Junior Stars. Officials for today's contest are referee Tim Terrell and linesman Matt Heyman and Quinn Leland. Let's have some fun. Let's play hockey.
All right, let's get after it. Saints talking things over. One last huddle down there. Saints coming in. They split a pair in their last regular season weekend games with Omaha. They hosted Omaha. They got the win versus Omaha 4-3 on Saturday, last Saturday, and then last Sunday they lost to Omaha 5-2. All right, here we go. Win and move on. Lose and you're out. Leo Miller takes the face-off for Lincoln. Riker Noden with a shot. That's blocked on the way in. Laid down in the corner. Batted around. Out of the far side, Noden plays it back behind the net. Up ice, shoveled up ice by Elliot Trouch. Filled in. This is Tyler Randall. He's one of the leading goal scorers on Saints' team. They go off on a quick shift change. Getting fresh legs out there. Play back into the neutral zone. Ref gets out of the way. Noden comes away with it. Now cuts to the middle. Makes one move. Broadfoot fills in. The rest of his line mates go to the bench, and the second line comes out. Batted back into the neutral zone by Dubuque. King plays this all the way back to Jamison Quevedo. Quevedo back in the lineup. Good to see him. Had some concussion symptoms that were hampering him. Sent up ice to Ethan Nickel. Played into the offensive zone. Batted away by Dubuque. There's pulls. Pinned into the corner, Britton Donner. Comes free, that one blocked. He lost his stick momentarily. Here comes the Stars, centering pass through the middle. Is fired. Played in the corner. Line change. Here comes the third line out here. It's Bliss, Parker, and Dixon out there now for Lincoln. Here's Dixon. Tries to make a move. Now Parker. And Lane sneaks into the zone a little too soon. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off.
Let's help these teams out by providing a solid environment for the game within the bounds of good sportsmanship and without artificial noise makers. Also, abusive language toward game and tournament officials or players will not be tolerated.
I'm not sure why we've got it in the offensive zone, but we'll take it. Leo Miller to take the face-off. Played back to Broadfoot. Centered to the middle. Knocked back to the blue line. Clausen slides it over to penalty. Missed that call. Missed the bench minor. There's too many men on the ice. So it is a 5-on-4 power play. This announcer, I tell you. Broadfoot. Batted back. Clausen gets it. Broadfoot cross ice pass. Noden. Circling. Looking for Cole Brown in the middle. Leo playing the blue paint. Broadfoot. Slides it down low to Noden. Behind the net. Little triangle action. Noden tries to sneak one in and it's saved. Trevor Breen, the goalie, in net for Dubuque. Junior from Western Dubuque High School. Here's Lincoln on a power play, and Dubuque sends that one up ice. 45 seconds left on this power play for too many men on the ice. Clausen plays it over to Paul. King up the right side, plays it back to the blue line. Britton Donner's there. Rister, and that goes up and out of play. And we'll face it off with 26 seconds left in the power play. Mentioned Trevor Breen, the goalie, junior. 2.38 goals on average. That's an .894 save percentage for Breen. He's 8-6-1 on the season. Splits time with Freierhofer in net. Very similar situation to JV goalies for Lincoln. Under 20 seconds on the power play here. Lincoln really hasn't had too many good chances here. That one's thrown away. It's going to go all the way back down to Augie, and he's got to glove it down. 6 seconds left on the power play. 11:03 left in the first. Faced off, controlled by the Stars. Played across to the near side. King. Filled in Sam Rose. Dubuque kills the penalty. We're full strength. Played up and out. It's going to go down. Coveto's going to play the puck. Sneaks up and out of the zone. Gets batted back in by Dubuque. Powell on the forecheck for the Saints. Sent up through the neutral zone. We knock it down. Parker. Nickel was cheating off for a line change. Rose tried to backhand that over to Parker. Couldn't do it. Gives it up to the Saints. They try to clear the zone. Back played at the red line by Thomas. Good forecheck by Landon Bliss. You know he's going to come for the puck. Good forecheck here by this line. Bliss just sneaks out. Sackwitz plays it. Back to Parker. Takeaway here by the Saints. They come up, get pinched on the far side. Parker clears the zone. And a little too far. It'll be an icing, and we'll face it off down in the Dubuque offensive zone with 9:16 left to go in the first. Miller, Noden, and Cole Brown out there on this first line. Face-off draw versus Tyler Randall. Saints get that one, almost get one on net. I think he had to kick that one aside. It's cleared. Played back in the neutral zone by the Saints. Chipped ahead. Miller stepped in front of that one. Broadfoot finds it. Played across. Go back and forth. The team's still kind of settling in here. Here's Troush. There's two Troush players out here for Dubuque. That one was Elliott Troush. Played on the far side and now down and around. That one pops up. Cole Brown tries to corral it. Ooh, big hit into the glass. Right at the edge of the bench there as Cole Brown put a check on Fugger. Fugger's okay there. There's a delayed penalty here, and it's going to be on Cole Brown. Cole Brown will take two for the roughing, as he just caught him right there at the edge of the bench where the plexiglass starts. Kind of bends around there. That's a dangerous location. 8:08 left in the first. Only one shot on goal apiece here. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. Saints power play here. Played by Michael Poles after the face-off draw. Slides it across. And it sneaks back out into the neutral zone. Poles. And it's sent up ice by Broadfoot. Sam tried to sneak that through to Ethan Nickel. It's Clausen, Broadfoot, Nickel, and Rose out here on this penalty kill for the Stars. Played up the left side, they enter. Knocked off the puck was Randall, and it's sent up ice by the Stars. Green plays the puck in the corner, slides it over to the far side. Minute left in the power play for the Saints. Here comes Randall on entry up the right side. A little poke check there by Bliss. And another poke check there by Sam Rose. Pretty good penalty kill so far. Up the right side, here's Mullenkamp. Schroeder, shot from the blue line, that goes wide. Played back to Smith, slides it across. Mullenkamp turning in. Another shot by Smith. Almost a redirect in front by Elliott Troush. Schroeder, the Mullenkamp, that one goes high. Lincoln trying to clear. 15 seconds left in the power play for Dubuque. Bliss, force and pressure. Out there with Paul King now on this second penalty kill unit. King with the takeaway. Lincoln's going to kill this penalty. They're full strength. Cole Brown's going to jump out into the action here, joining his line mate. Brown finds it. Miller got back onside. Takeaway here by Dubuque. Good poke check there by Leo. 4 checks so far here, so for the Stars. That one's going to be icing. And we'll play it back in the Lincoln offensive zone. 5:42 left to go in the first. Dubuque comes away with this one. Tees over to Powell. Powell lost it. Noden. The Cavedo in the corner. Leo Miller finds the loose puck. Plays it behind the net. Tries to clear it out. Kept in right at the line by Meehan. He sends it down and around. Keeps the offensive hopes alive, but it's cleared. Here comes Cole Brown now. Tries to slide it through. Gives a reverse hit, and we're going to have another penalty. Oh, it was gloved down. I was focused on the hit. Cole Brown is dishing him out here so far in the first. Delivered a reverse hit there going to the net on Carter Meehan. Meehan kind of limps to the bench. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Stars. Played back to Sackwitz. That one immediately blocked. Bliss shovels that one down and around. Dixon tries to fill in. Parker finds the loose puck right in front. Scrum for it, and it's froze by Trevor Breen. This third line will stay out there with Sackwitz and Thomas at the point. Face off Bliss. Controlled by Dubuque. They clear the zone. Thomas has it. Flips it across to Sackwitz. Out of Parker right at the blue line. And he flips it to the center. And it's quickly cleared by the Saints. The right side. Dixon with a back check. Nicely done. Knocks him off the puck. Kept in by the Saints. Played at the blue line. Dixon gets knocked down. And it's sent back in. Takes a funny hop off the boards towards Augie. And it's cleared. Parker with a little space up through the neutral zone. Good recovery, though, by the Saints as they thwart that zone entry. Braden Thomas fires that one up the boards. It's going to be an icing. 4:03 left to go in the first. No score. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Stars. Offensive zone face-off for Dubuque here. In. Now it's cleared. Cole Brown playing down below the line. Pop free. It's Elsie Sakuchov in the mix. It defends for Dubuque. Peary. Good to see him back in there. Loose puck right in front of us, right on the doorstep. Peary didn't see it. Peary with a attempt. Good behind the back pass to Noden. Played back to Clausen. Save made by Breen. Kept in though. Broadfoot sends it to the center. Finally cleared by Dubuque. Clausen's going to send it back into the zone. Knocked down. Here comes Pools. Michael with a nice move. Tries to go top corner and goes high. Kept in. And finally cleared by Lincoln. Played all the way down and around by Owen Troush. Up into the neutral zone. Britton Donner tried to step in front of that one. Shot on net there by Palmer. Sent to the far side, just out of the reach of Ethan Nichols' stick. Dubuque plays it in the neutral zone, turns it over. Ethan trying to get control of that puck. Nice pass across from Rose to King, and he just couldn't put it on net. Couldn't corral it. There's a missing stick. Dubuque player without one. He's going to the bench for an extra. Far side. Held in. King with it. Now played back to the point. Nice little wrister there by Covedo. Blocked. And here comes Dubuque. Up the left side. Good pressure gets cut off. That's Maddox Mitchell. Tall defenseman. Or excuse me, tall forward. Cleared up to the neutral zone. Now Sam Rose. Got to make one move. Good recovery, though, by the Saints. Played against the boards. It pops back to the blue line. Dixon holds it in. And it's cleared out. Braden Thomas going to fire one on net. Breen thought about leaving that one for a teammate, but holds on to it, and we'll have a face-off with 1:24 left in the first. Bliss, Parker, and Dixon with Sackwitz and Thomas out there, 5 for the Stars. Play back to Sackwitz. That one immediately blocked. Dixon loads up. That one blocked. Darrell's going to fill in. Sends it down low. Thomas holds the line. He fires one. Rebound gobbled up by Dubuque. There's Andrew Sill on the outlet pass. Up through center. Sent back the other way, and it's up and out of play into the scorer's table. 57 seconds left in the period. Now things are starting to pick up a little bit. Six shots on net for the Stars. 2 for Dubuque. Neutral zone face-off. I'm going to throw that one on net from the red line. Clausen there to pick it up. Good forecheck there by Dubuque. Broadfoot shovels it ahead. Can't kick it out of the zone, though. And it's sent back in, down low. Dubuque looking, circling, centering pass. One-timer just misses high. Leo cleared the zone, and it's sent back in, and we'll have an offside. .28 seconds left in the period. Play down and low. Broadfoot in a scrum. Awkward angle shot there by Dubuque. Michael Poles. Good save by Augie. Here comes Peary. So he was out of action for a couple of weekends with a non-hockey injury. Pick up basketball, and he turned his ankle. Had a really nasty ankle sprain. Still not 100%. Playing through the pain, but it's good to see him out there. Face-off draw with 1 second left. We'll drop the puck, and then we will go to the locker room here. Going with empty net here, 6-on-5, just to see if they can get a quick one off. Good strategy here by Eric Alexander. There's the puck drop, and that's it.
And that's the end of the first period. A well-played first period.
Yeah, I saw that.
Quarterfinal game. Score still not enough at 0. Short break here.
So we'll keep it here. The break. We'll call it a mini intermission. Just checking in on action here. The other game happening in progress right now, Des Moines versus Kansas City. We had originally said at the beginning of this period that it was a 4-3 Caps lead. That score has been adjusted. It is still tied at 3. I know that's in the third period, so we'll check on that. But before we do that, I want to thank our sponsors here for the 25-26 season. Haven't done that enough all season, if I may say so. But proud hockey families, this one's for you. The Lincoln Junior Stars High School Hockey is brought to you by Cornhusker Family Dental, keeping Lincoln smiling on and off the ice. From routine cleanings to full family care, their friendly team makes every visit easy and comfortable. So whether your player just lost a tooth or you're protecting that game day grin, trust Cornhusker Family Dental. Schedule today. Skate into your next appointment with confidence. Cornhusker Family Dental, hometown smiles for hometown hockey. Lincoln Junior Stars High School hockey is also proudly sponsored by Donner Steelworks, building strength in our community and on the ice. For quality fabrication, dependable service, and craftsmanship you can trust, Donner Steelworks delivers every time. Just like our players, they know success comes from hard work and solid fundamentals. When you need steel done right, go with the local team that stands behind every project. Donner Steelworks, strong materials, strong community, strong hockey. We are scoreless going into period number 2 here. The winner to move on to the semifinals tomorrow morning to play the Ames. They're not the Flyers. What is Ames? I should know this. I'm still in. Good Lord. The Cyclones. Of course they are. That game will be tomorrow morning, 8:30. Again, the winner of this one playing Ames tomorrow morning in the semis. We've changed ends. The Saints flag is flying in the corner. Got some fans over there. If you also notice, if you look at the stands, you'll see some caution tape kind of draped across the second row behind the glass. That's pretty intentional. You'll see a lot. You'll see the crowd fill in, definitely after the other quarterfinal game happens to finishes up. You'll see that crowd sneak over here, but it definitely gets rowdy in here for the semis and the finals for sure. So more protect the glass and players for that matter. All right, we are underway. Second period. No score in this one. A little back and forth in the neutral zone after the face-off drop. It's the first line out there for Lincoln. And Miller pursuing Tyler Randall in the corner. They'll take that puck away. Filled in, nicely done there by Anders Hill. Hill sends that one down and around. Picked up by the Stars, and they clear. Good long ice pass. Godin just missed on entry. Now he gathers himself. Takes a shot, just misses wide. And Breen just lunges out, gobble that one up. Nobody was in a hurry to go chase the puck. Samson Rose, Jr. in the face-off circle. Puck controlled by Dubuque. Chipped up the glass. Tried to get knocked down by Donner, who pulls a nice move to the front. Saved by Augie. Michael Pulls, he has 20 goals on the season. He's their leading scorer in junior varsity. Showed off some sauce there. Takeaway by Dubuque. They send it back into the offensive zone. Donner plays the puck. Good forecheck there. Dubuque denies the clear. They keep it in the zone. Finally comes back to neutral ice. King tried to get a hold of it. Take away by Schroeder. Against the boards. Parker, Rose, Dixon out there. No, Dixon's not out there just yet. Down and around. Centering pass knocked away. Cobedo there. They try the other side. Good save by Augie. And it's cleared out. Cobedo chips it up the boards. Bliss launches that one high. Dixon finds the puck in the neutral zone. Skates to the red line and throws it. No icing. To the boards. Braden Thomas filling in. That one's blocked. And it's played all the way up ice. That'll be icing, and we'll face it off down in the Dubuque end of the ice. 12-13 left to go. Second period, we are scoreless. Face-off draw. Cole Brown out there with Peary and Riker Noden. Cole Brown, leading scorer on junior varsity team, 44 points on the regular season, 25 of them goals. Tries to center. Breen lunged out for that one. Braden Thomas fills in. Plays it down low. Only true freshman on the team. Brown. Blocked. Brown. Another attempt blocked. And it sneaks out into the neutral zone. Takes a funny hop. Sackwitz takes a bat at it. Thomas comes away with it. He's going to enter the zone. The toe drag goes high over the net. Back to neutral ice. That's going to be icing, as Dubuque was not across two lines there. Rose in the face-off circle versus Tyler Randall. Sent down and around. King's going to play it in the corner. Shot from Broadfoot. Pad save made. We might have had a out of play there. Face-off draw. Sam Rose still in there with Randall. It's controlled by the Saints. Up through neutral ice. Broadfoot comes away with it. Sends it the other way. Didn't touch a stick. They're going to call that icing. 10:37 left, second period. Both goalies pitching shutouts so far. 7 shots on goal for Lincoln, 5 for Dubuque. Again, winner plays Ames tomorrow morning, 8:30 on this same sheet of ice. Point blank save by Augie as they tried to go 5-hole right off the face-off drop. We'll try it in again. Controlled by Lincoln. Paul King chips it up ice. Tries to work over Michael Pulls, but Pulls stood his ground. Kept in by Clausen right at the blue line. Finally cleared out here by Dubuque. There's Pulls the other way. Broadfoot across to Clausen, just missed it. Gets it back. Chipped up the boards, played to the blue line. Nice block in front there by Ethan Nickel. Sam Rose picks up the puck. Slides it across the Nickel. Backhand! Save made by Breen. One of the better grade A chances that Lincoln's had so far. Slid to the near side, kept in the offensive zone though by Lincoln. Quevedo fires that one. Nickel plays it low. Battle in the corner for it. Broadfoot keeps it in the zone. Fires it down low. Parker gives chase. Line change out there. Dixon on the ice. Quevedo plays it in the neutral zone. Gives it back to Dixon. Nice slide over to Sam. Couldn't get that one Dixon puts one on net. Kick save. Played back in front of the Lincoln bench. Kept in the zone, though, by Donner. Nicely played. Bliss hops out there on the ice, and it's played up the ice. Going to be a race to the corner. Quevedo gets knocked off. Centered right through the legs of the awaiting Dubuque player. Played in the corner. Played to the top. That one blocked. Dixon clears. Picks up the puck, going up the right side. Shot from the circle. Almost got that top corner, but a great save by Breen. Finally has to fall on it. Some grade A chances there by Lincoln. 8:26 left in the second. Still scoreless. Here's Miller. Tried to center. Good layout to block that pass by Dubuque. There's a shot from the blue line. Breen kicks that one away. Laid to the corner. Shoveled up and kept in briefly by Lincoln, and a nice second effort there by Cole Brown. Finally backed. Thomas has to reset. Darrell enters the zone. Flicks one on net, and Breen gloves it down. We're keeping an eye on that other sheet of ice right now. Kansas City and the Des Moines Capitals, they are tied at 4. And the winner of that game will play the Oak Leafs tomorrow morning. Cole Brown, tough angle shot. Good save made. Noden finds the loose puck. Good job by Sackwitz to fill in there. Keeping the scoring offensive alive here, but here comes Dubuque the other way. Troush down and around, tries to center it off the side of the net. Take away, and it's shoveled up and out of the zone by Darrell. Back all the way down. Good forecheck there. Brown slides it across to the open end. Braden Thomas, he'll fire. Just missed high. Kept in the zone. Broadfoot plays it. Sends it down low to Cole Brown. Centering pass across. Taken away by Dubuque. Can't clear the puck very efficiently, though, until right there. They send it up ice. Broadfoot, friendly fire. Not going to call it. A bit of a drive-by trip there. That one's sent up ice, and that's going to be icing. .6:51 left in the second. Still scoreless. King, Peary, and Nickel out there on this line with Broadfoot and Clausen at defense. Peary in the face-off circle. It's controlled by Dubuque. They set up shop. Tried to slide it across, but instead they slide it right to Paul King. He goes through one defender. Nicely defended, though, by Sakuchov. Battle in front. Peary tried to gather a redirect, and it's chipped up and out of the zone by the Saints. Clausen lost the handle on that one momentarily. Centered across. Clausen got a stick on it. Dubuque in a line change. Didn't take advantage of that offensive set. Tipped up to King. Nicely played. King on the backhand and tipped away. Good layout block there. Kept in the zone. Slid across. Clausen. Top of the circle. Little back check there, and that goes up and out of play. Well, something's got to give here at some point. 5:53 left, still scoreless. Third line out there now for Lincoln. It's going to be Landon Bliss in the face-off circle. Against Ethan Waddick. No, excuse me, 29. It's Wyatt Powell in the face-off circle. Here's Powell with the puck. Quickly turned into a 2-on-1, and oh, that's gotta hurt. Offsides is the call as Smothers was in the zone a step too soon, but that was a 3-on-1 essentially there for Dubuque. So Lincoln gets lucky. Neutral zone face-off draw. Bliss played back to Sackwitz, who chips it up ice. Sent through the middle. Darrell has it behind the net. Played over to Dixon. Dixon tries to chip up the ice. Bliss picks up the loose puck up to the neutral zone. Chips it into the zone. Goes all the way. It's a Breen who gloves it down. Again tonight, varsity quarterfinals. Those get started this afternoon. Lincoln, after their 4-2 win last night over Sioux City, they have advanced and they get the privilege of playing the Oakleys. That game starts 6 p.m. tonight. So tune in on that live game feed on the channel. After the face-off draw, Donner, back check. That one goes high and up out of play into the netting, and another save by Augie. Good offensive chance there. Riker Doden was pleading for a high stick. 5:04 left to go. Second period. Shots 9-6 in favor of the Stars. Face off in the Lincoln zone. We got an early whistle. They didn't like that one. We'll do it again. Dubuque varsity over there on the far side, cheering their teammates on. Played against the boards. Here comes Lincoln up ice. Might have got away with an offsides there. Yep, that's what it was. We ended up calling it a delayed offside, and we'll have a neutral zone faceoff. Peary to take the draw with Cole Brown to his right, Riker Doden to his left. Tease took the faceoff for Dubuque. In control, kept in though by Lincoln's. Batted to the corner by Trevor Broadfoot. Sent up and into the neutral zone. Clausen has to go back for it. Sent back up the other way. Played across. There's Tease. Ethan Tease working around to play it back to the point to Mullenkamp. Back to Tease. In the circle, kick save, and the rebound is brushed away by Peary. Played to the near boards. Broadfoot sent down and around. Riker. Tease closed on that one, kept it in the zone for Dubuque. Finally freed up. Noden ahead. Brown sends it across. Peary back to Clausen. That one blocked. Clausen gets it back. He puts one on net. Rebound pops away from Brown. Played to the far boards. Peary finds it. Played down low to Noden. Dubuque disruptive. It's Mullenkamp doing a good job on defense. We've got a penalty behind the play, and it's going to be on Lincoln. Let's see who they catch. I think they're going to get Riker Noden for something. Oh, it's going to be Gavin. It's going to be Cooper Peary going to the penalty box. He wants an explanation. Not going to get it. .323 left to go, second period, and it's going to be a power play here for the Saints. Looks like they're talking about potentially a 2-10 for whatever that was. Did you see what happened there? I didn't see it. I was looking the other way.
Yeah,
It happened behind the. It happened behind the puck.
From behind? I don't know.
Yeah. Looks like Blaine's going to be serving they're part of the 10, or the 2-minute portion of the 10. Must be a timeout. We got an injured player here down over on the bench, and that could be why we have a 2 and 10. I just didn't see it. It appears to be, yeah, I think that's Elsie Sakuchov. And she is slow coming off the ice. Getting some help, and she's going to go to the locker room. Hope she's all right. 3:23 left to go in the second. It's a 2 and 10 on Cooper Peary. Still putting that into the books. Summarize that when it comes out. But it's a boarding minor too, but it's a misconduct. So Blaine Dixon serving the 2 minutes. It's a power play here for the Saints. Slid across, top of the circle. They fanned on it. Pops to the middle. And it's kicked up and out of the zone. Yeah, with the boarding, it's an automatic 10 misconduct. Should be back in the game towards the end of it. Here's Nickel on a good bounce. Save made! Great save by Breen on a shorthanded opportunity there by Ethan Nickel. 1 minute left in the power play for Dubuque. Saints taking their time. Hill on entry. Slides it across. Pulls. Fanned on it. Cleared the zone. Played all the way down. Noden finds the loose puck. Slides it! 5-holing in! Shorthanded goal! Riker Noden! Well, that puck just kind of died, I think.
That, my friend's what you call a shorthanded goal, in case you didn't know.
Yes. Tell me more. Tell me more.
See, what happens is sometimes there's not enough people on the ice, and the team without as many players just gets lucky and gets one past their netminder.
The ice has gotten pretty choppy here. Like late in the periods, like you see how snowy it is.
Yeah.
It just died down there. Like I think.
Sorry if I yelled at the mic.
All good, buddy.
Good
to see you, pal. Lincoln goes up 1-0 here. 2:02 left to go on the shorthanded goal. There's still 35 seconds left in the power play for Dubuque. Cole Brown playing it down and around.
Shorthanded goal, 12:58 into the second period. Goal credited to number 43, Riker Noden.
Played the other way. Off the shoulder and a goal. Looked to be some confusion down here in the offensive zone as Miller was kind of clearing it back to the neutral zone, and that gave the momentum to Dubuque going the other way. So quickly, Dubuque finds the equalizer with 20 seconds left on that power play. And we're tied at 1. Catch the goal scorer there. The Dubuque crowd is into it now. After the face-off, laid down and around. It's Cooper Smith down there.
Dubuque gets the goal right back on the power play. 13-17 into the second period. Goal scored by number 19, Blake Schroeder. Winning the number 20, Brock Sputter. still 13-17 in the second period, 19-20.
So give the goal for Dubuque to Blake Schroeder, the freshman from Dubuque Senior. Off the assist from teammate Brock Smothers, junior from Dubuque Wahlert High School. Tied at 1, minute 20 left to go in the second period. Sam Rose will take the face-off draw down in their offensive zone after the icing call. He's in there with Tyler Randall. Battle against the boards, and it pops back to neutral ice. Broadfoot has it for Lincoln. Sends it on net from the red line. Glove down, and he thinks better of it, and Breen's just going to hang on to that one, and we'll face it off. Kept in the zone by Sackwitz after the faceoff. Point blank shot by Paul King from the red dot. And another save by Breen. Shot count starting to tick up here for Lincoln. It's their 14th. Randall and Rose again. Face-off draw. King has it. Change of direction. Slides one to the net. Pad save. Dubuque sends it around. Kept in, though, by Thomas. Redirect by Rose. Just missed. Kick back to the blue line again. Braden Thomas sends it down and around. King, far side. Holds for it. Pops back to Darrow. Wrister. That one kicked aside by Breen. Kept in the zone by Ethan Nickel. Now it pops to neutral ice. Thomas plays it across. 20 seconds left to go in the second. That one knocked down. Played in the neutral zone. King finds it. Turnover. Little poke check by Schroeder. Last ditch attempt there. That one by Randall goes wide. Down to 3 seconds left. They fire just high over the net. And that'll do it for the second period.
We've got a good one here. The second period comes to an end with the score. The Lincoln Junior Stars 1. The Dubuque Saints.
Well, we might have missed too many men on the ice there again for Dubuque right at the end, but nevertheless, we are knotted at 1 going into the third and final period. We'll take a break. Come back in about 15 minutes. Back at the Recplex in West Des Moines, we go to the third and final period here in the final quarterfinal game of the junior varsity bracket of the Midwest High School Hockey League tournament finals. We are tied at 1 apiece. This is the final quarterfinal game here. Previous action, one that just wrapped up on the other sheet of ice in overtime. The Des Moines Capitals defeat the Kansas City Jets 5-4. They move on. They're the second seed. And they will take on their crosstown rivals, the Des Moines Oak Leafs. So that's a 2 versus 3 seed matchup. That'll be tomorrow, 8 a.m. on the small ice, the Jim County ice next door here. The winner of this one will play Ames tomorrow morning, 8:30, here on the big ice at the Recplex. Ames defeated Fremont 4-2 earlier. Okay, we got a shorthanded goal by Riker Noden and a power play goal on the same on that same stretch about 15 seconds later by Dubuque, and we are tied. Shots on goal 14 for Lincoln, 9 for Dubuque. About as even as it gets. This has been a good one, and business is about to pick up here in the third period. Win, and you move on. Lose, and you are spectators the rest of the weekend. Slid down and across. Dubuque trying to clear the zone. They do. Here's Broadfoot holding it in at the blue line. Blocked. Played back in the neutral zone. Slid across to Evan Clausens. A senior defensive duo from both from Kearney. Played down in front. Dubuque finally clears. And they peel off on a line change. Sent down and around as Cole Brown was getting ready to change as well. Kept in by Ethan Nickel. It pops back to the neutral zone. Here comes Tease. Up through the middle. The right side slides one to the corner. Ethan Nickel finds it. Tries to chip it ahead. Into the neutral zone, but it's played by the Saints. Bounces off the boards. Back the other way. Paul King, 3-on-2. King goes wide. Pad save. King plays it in the corner. Split up and out by the Saints. Rose gets it back. Top of the slot. Now comes to the left side. Slid down around the boards. By Ethan Nickel in the corner. Paul has it. Good takeaway. Good to see number 2 back out there. Oh, Paul lost his stick. A shot to the hand there. Hope he's all right. But Elsie Sakuchov is back out there on the ice. Good to see her. She took a big hit from in the middle of the second period, and it's still a 10-minute misconduct that's being served over on the far side by spit it out, KB. That's Cooper Peary over there. There's a shot from the blue line and fanned on it. Lincoln going the other way with it. Parker, that shot's blocked. Taken away by Dubuque. Still skating around Paul King's stick that's out there. Has to retreat back into their own offensive zone. Powell, top of the circle, and glove save made. $11:51 left to go in this one. We're tied at 1. Referee waiting for somebody to come into the face-off circle. It's Waddick facing off against Leo Miller. Braden Thomas corrals it, sends it around to Cole Brown. Tried to chip it up the boards. Dubuque keeps it in the zone. Batted back out. Now they hammer it down into the zone. Augie gloves that one down, leaves it for Cole Brown. Or excuse me, Braden Thomas. Noted chips that one up. Sometimes you need a lucky bounce. Let's see who gets one here in this third period. Cole Brown, little wrister, put on the pads, played all the way back to the blue line. Now into the neutral zone. Riker Noden has the puck. He shovels it into the zone. Leo, he sends one down low. Cole Brown finds it. Duke looking to clear. Broadfoot fills in. Trevor tried to center, gets it to Riker. Tough angle shot. Gets his own rebound. Skates it across. Goes high to Evan Clausen. Wrister blocked on the way in. Third around shot. More lumber on the ice. Leo's without his stick. He kicks it up to Broadfoot. That shot's blocked and it's played back into the neutral zone. Leo will come off. Stickless. Clausen back into the zone. Kept in. Kicked along. Play back to Sam Rose. That shot's blocked. Boy, Dubuque has stepped into, I don't even want to know how many shots they've blocked, but it's been approaching a couple of dozen. It seems like. Shots are low, particularly for Dubuque, but the 15 shots on goal is not indicative of how many times Lincoln has fired. It's Dubuque stepping in front of them. 10:04 left. Neutral zone face-off here. Quevedo slides it up to Paul King. Took a funny hop off the boards. King gets it back in the neutral zone. Out of Ethan Nickel. He's just going to fire it down into the corner for a dump and chase. Picked up by Sam. Gets his own rebound. Laid down low. And the Saints survive that one. That one comes all the way up through everybody. Donner gets that one. Nice chip up the board. Sam Rose gets it in stride. Up across the red line. Now across the blue line. Down to the corner. It's batted around to the far near side here. Britton Donner will hold it in. That one's lifted to the corner. Rose. Quevedo. Blocker save made. Ethan Nickel looking for a place to get a shot off. Sent over to the far corner. Slid up to the boards. Played to the point. Quevedo just going to fire it to the corner. Nicely played. Ooh, big check there. Nickel took that one. Paul King falls. Battle in the corner. King to the front. Slides it through the crease. Donner. Just missed wide. Quevedo, his shot misses. Oh, and Lincoln's getting their chances. Donner keeps it in the zone. Nickel, chip down to the corner. Long shift for these guys. King, tried to play it back up to Jamison. Jamison plays it down to King. Finally cleared out by Dubuque. 8:15 left to go, and it's going to be icing. So it was cleared momentarily, long enough to get a line shift. But it'll be a face-off back in the offensive zone for Lincoln. Stars turning up the wick here, halfway through the third and final period. Tied at 1. Parker lifts that one. This is the third line. Landon Bliss out there with Dixon and Parker. Sackwitz and Thomas at defense. Played all the way down to the center. Bliss Played back to the point. Rister goes wide. Dixon picks up the puck. Can't clear the zone. Batted back in. Here comes Darrell. Across the red line. To the middle. Taken off the puck by Schroeder. He has the lone goal for Dubuque. Back the other way come the Saints. To the top of the slot. Shot. Goal. Hit the corner. Hit the corner. Augie didn't see it. He was shielded. And it went right over his stick side. And Dubuque takes the 2-1 lead with 7:26 left to go in the third period. Great top corner snipe there. Off a little back and forth. They get their second. Leo Miller in the face-off circle. This is the first line. Riker Noden up there with Cole Brown. Still without the services of Cooper Peary, who's still serving the 10-minute misconduct penalty. Michael Pulse, he's their leading scorer on the season, 39 total points. 20 of them were goals in the regular season. He gets one here and gives Dubuque the lead. Under 7 minutes left to play. Cole Brown slides one. That's kicked to the corner. Back to Broadfoot. Riker. He gets double teamed, and now a breakout going the other way. Palmer slide it across. Good back check there, and just missed the net. Clausen slides it down and around. Cross ice pass, hits Cole Brown on the tape. 2-on-2 here. Gonna drop it to Noden. Rister, save made off the shoulder pad. Kept in the zone. But Dubuque finds it, sends it up ice. Rose gloves that one down. Gets by a couple of defenders. Nice. The wrister and a glove save made. 6:10 left to go. Shots 20-10 in favor of Lincoln. Not reflective of the score. Ethan Nickel wins it. It's the face-off draw and a turnover. Donner, great back check the other way, and he takes that one away. Ethan Nickel sends it. Kept in, though, by the Saints. Laid off the boards. Huger couldn't get a good shot on net. Nickel ahead to King. Decides to slide it to the front, and it's sent back up and out. Quevedo goes to look for it. Chip back up to Paul. Sam will take it into the zone. Cuts to the middle, knocked off the puck. Here comes Dubuque the other way. Down and around. Tyler Randall sends it back to the other side. Shot by Schroeder's blocked. Lincoln clears the zone. Played all the way back down into the Dubuque end of the ice. They send it up. Quevedo comes away with it, slides it across to Evan Clausen. Nice little touch pass. Landon Bliss out there. Now Dixon's out on the ice. Sent down and around. Back the other way. Kept in by Broadfoot. Sends one. He's got a glove on that. Rebound Bliss, and he just missed. Tries to center it. Played back to Clausen. It's blocked, and a massive humanity right through the slot. Blocked again. Boy, Dubuque's going to have some bruises today. So many pucks blocked. That one blocked. Ed shoveled out of the zone. Clausen gives chase. Icing is the call. Face off back in the Lincoln offensive zone. 4:22 left to go. Stars looking for the equalizer here. Cooper Peary out of the penalty box. He's served his time for the 10-minute misconduct in the second period. He's going to take the face-off draw. Faces off against Braden Palmer. Lincoln wins it. Clausen, wrister, shot, save made. Same five out there. Peary, Brown, and Noden on this first line. Play back to Broadfoot. Puts one on some skates. Puck played back to Trevor again. He'll try it again. Snatched out of the air by Trevor Breen. Another face-off. .405 left to go. Peary in the circle. Donner and Cavedo out there now on the blue line for Lincoln. Scrum ensues. Loose puck picked up. Donner has it. Breaks. Dubuque player broke a stick. Played back to, tried to play it back to the Donner, and now it's cleared out by Dubuque. Here comes Randall the other way. Cuts to the wide side, to the middle. He's got some moves. Good puck handling by him. Sent down and around. Nobody there to give chase. Dubuque. Noden. I misplayed that. On the far side. That one. Augie reached out for the glove of that one. The rebound is sent high and wide. Kept in, though, by Dubuque. Laid down low. Pulls again. He got that second goal. Here comes Lincoln the other way. Cole Brown stops. Takeaway. Jack Fugger. Let's take care of the puck here, boys. Cross ice pass to King. Shovels it up into the offensive zone. It was touched. No icing. Slip back across. Out of Schroeder. Schroeder sends it up into the neutral zone. Trevor Broadfoot's there for it. Tries to slide it to Sam Rose. Sam wasn't looking for it. And it's going to be an icing, and we'll have a face-off down in the Dubuque offensive zone with 2:28 left to go. Saints lead it 2-1. Face-off draw controlled by... Give it to Lincoln. Clausen. To Broadfoot. Shovels it ahead. Lincoln just trying to keep possession here in the zone. Clausen slides it across to Sam Rose. Sam, backhand, around, centered to the middle. Knocked off the puck. Battle ensues against the boards. Sam to the middle. Slid to the front. Breen laid out for that one. And it's covered up by Breen, and we'll face it off with 1:41 left to go. Eric Alexander, head coach, looking for a timeout call here. And he will get it.
Timeout Lincoln.
.141 left. Winner plays tomorrow morning at 8:30 versus Ames. Throw the seeds out of this tournament. Like, any of these 8 teams can beat anybody on this JV side of the bracket. And you're seeing it right now. These are two evenly matched teams, have been. It's reflective of how those games were earlier in the season, in regular season. And you're seeing it manifest here right now. Another one going down to the wire. Again, start time for the varsity game tonight. Quarterfinal matchup versus the Des Moines Oak Leafs. Puck drop is at 6 o'clock, so tune in on the live stream for that one. Face-off draw will be in the Lincoln offensive zone. Cooper Peary's out there with Riker Noden and Isaac Parker. Broadfoot and Clausen at defense. Puck sent up and out of the zone by Dubuque. Nobody touched it. And we'll ice it and we'll do it again. Scrum in the corner. Noden comes away with it. Tried to slide it over to Broadfoot and it clears the zone. Played all the way back down into the Dubuque end of the ice. Forecheck applied by Dubuque. Nobody's calling that. Noden slides it ahead to Parker. Played on the boards to the corner. Parker, shot, nice little wrister. That one popped straight up behind the net. Noden has it.
1 minute remaining in the period.
1 minute. We're down to it. Empty net situation here for Dubuque, for Lincoln. Extra attacker out there is Cole Brown. That should have been icing. Six on five here. Empty net for Lincoln. Played back to Clausen. Clausen sends it down low. It's chipped up and out. Dubuque with a chance, and that does it. Pools with the empty netter. 25 seconds left. They missed an icing call. Pools gets his second. And Dubuque looks like they're moving on to the Friday morning game. The defending champs in the junior varsity tournament from last season will go home early.
Dubuque scores the even strength goal into the empty net for
Miller goes down.
The third period goal scored by number 4, Michael Poles, unassisted.
Still 6 on 5 situation here with 10 seconds left. That's going to be icing. Now they call it. .6 seconds left. Dubuque will face Ames in the semifinal game tomorrow. Sent down and around. And that will do it. So the junior varsity season comes to an end a little too soon for the Stars. Dubuque wins 3-1. They blocked every shot imaginable in this game. And a great performance by their goalie, Trevor Breen. Only gave up one, a shorthanded one. Gallant effort by Augie Howard. He gave up two. It was an empty net goal that iced it for Dubuque. Hey, if this is it for everybody, any of you watching, I just really want to take this opportunity to thank the Inscos for all of their hard work in getting these live streams to happen. I'm just a guy who rambles. They're the ones who put it up. They're the ones behind the scenes that do the camera work, all of the graphics you see. They're the ones that make this thing go live. So can't thank them enough. Don't know what we're going to do without them if that's the case. But come back here tonight, 6 o'clock, for the varsity quarterfinal matchup versus the Des Moines Oak Leafs. As always, go Stars.